and sort of the junior cricket as well.
Yeah, they're just that was what Tim was talking about that last night at the members forum. They need to get it all fenced off and secure, don't they? Because it's an open area.
Yeah, it's very open to the dog walkers and kids playing.
Yeah.
Still plenty of space for everyone if we just get that small park cordoned off.
Waiting. It's just defended. So Mark Patterson's been looking after it, hasn't he, the groundsman?
He has, yeah.
Yeah, that's been his big project. So are the nets nice now? Because they've been in 2 or 3 years, the nets, haven't they now?
We were able, yeah, like I was saying, we were able to use them last year, and they were very good pitches. Good practice.
Nice location, because it's right on the riverbank, isn't it? And there's trees at one end. So behind us, we've got an athletics stadium or facility, football pitches.
Yeah, all the players are very used to running around that track in the winter. And then you've got to walk through there, and then through another gate, and you're there. Obviously, there's some AstroTurf nets next to the grass ones as well. There's Coughlin just pushes it into the covers, and it's a single.
Because Durham FA are based here, aren't they? They've got the building in the corner, Durham Football Association, and then there's some pitches out the back. There's the running track, which, believe it or not, I used to run around a few years ago. And there's a, There's an ash track, yeah, it was, yeah. I'll tell you what I did years ago now, going back to the early 2000s. A friend of mine was joining the police and told me about their fitness tests and how you had to run a certain distance in 10 minutes or something like that. So me and a few of the journalists went out there one night. As a bowler comes round the wicket, and this is driven out towards deep extra cover for one by rain.
Very similar to where it's first over there, sort of in the air into the sort of square cover region. Not quite carrying to Finch out there on the boundary. There's another drink is run on.
What will be the plan here, Liam? Because
they are going along nicely.
Ryan Campbell's all for attacking cricket, isn't he? So we've nearly got the 100 partnership. Now last year they didn't declare because the two of them accelerated through the 60s, 70s, and then they didn't declare until they both got to 100. I suppose Durham would only want to bat once if possible.
Yeah, definitely. I think that would be the plan of attack, trying to only bat once, but I think they are going along nicely. So as the runs sort of continue to flow, I think Durham are in a strong position.
Finch starts a new over from the Lumley end, right arm round, pulled away by rain out towards deep mid-wicket for one run. There's a man sweeping up down there. Well, this partnership is now worth 99. So, what did I say? 213 they put on last year, did I say? Yes, 213. Coughlin's on 41 as Finch bowls. Quick single, just drops that short on the leg side and away he goes. That's the 100 partnership. Well batted, these two. Zach come in. 151 balls, 102 minutes. Pitch to rain. Round the wicket he comes. He bowls. This is played off towards mid-wicket for one run.
Rain and Coughlin here giving the umpire a little bit of a fitness test. 3 singles in a row.
Left hand, right hand combination. So Rob White's racing from one side of the square to the other here. This is what they're doing though. They're just keeping the scoreboard ticking along with all these singles, and it's constantly frustrating the fielding team as well. They have to go after every
nicely here around about that 4 and over mark with very little risk at the moment.
Comes in and bowls. They're appealing. I think that was bat. We certainly heard some wood there. I can't see my monitor, but I wouldn't be surprised if that might have been drifting off down the leg side a little bit there as well.
Big appeals from the men behind the stumps and also the bowler. The ring didn't seem very interested at all there.
Just one or two little bits of cloud drifting across us now. The sun's just got in briefly. 2 balls left of this over. Comes in and bowls. Now they're appealing for that one, and that's out. And I thought that looked more likely, and that is the end of Coghlan for 42. So the partnership ends at 101, and he's gone LBW to Finch. A much needed partnership that as well, Liam, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. We've been able to push the score along there, obviously getting past that 400 mark. I think we'll see Matthew Potts coming in next.
So he can hold her back, can't he?
Yeah, definitely. As you can see on the board in front of us, averaging 15 with the bat. Probably not doing Matthew justice there, but I think he'll be definitely looking to improve that. I think he'll come out with a positive mindset here.
And hear Jamie singing away there. He must have quite a collection of sports kit now, Jamie, because wherever he goes, he gets presented with strips and tops and footballs and all kinds of things.
Yeah, he's definitely always on the bowling side, and definitely gets enough kit.
Saw him at Sun and RCA a few months ago, and he was the mascot. And then got some kit off them as well. Matthew Potts is the new man.
Yeah, just as Worcester have brought in the sweeper from the offside and put a second slip back in.
Sun shining again now. Potts facing as the bowler comes in. It's a shortish delivery, which pops him a little bit, but he gets on top of it, fends it away. End of the over. 409 for 8. Coming up to 12 minutes to 12, and they started 3 minutes early today, Liam. You don't often see that happening, do you?
No, you don't, especially here at the seat unit Riverside. They were unable to sort of start on the 11 o'clock mark, but umpires were quickly out there, and it's good to get the game moving. I think Worcester will be happy with that for the over 8, which is now level, -1 for a lot of the day yesterday.
There were only actually 2 enforced stoppages yesterday because of the weather, even though the sky was rather dark for most of the day. I think they went up for about 4 minutes one time and about 8 minutes the next. Rain is facing Waite and defends this one. It just rolls out on the offside.
Worcester will be really searching for the 9th wicket in these next 11 balls, trying to get that next bonus point.
Yeah, the cut-off point is 110 overs, so it hasn't changed from the bowling point of view. It's still 3 points on offer if you get 9 wickets in 110 overs in the first innings. The points have changed for a draw. It's now 5 for a draw instead of 8, and they've shifted the batting side's points up by 50 runs. So your first points now come at 250 rather than 200, and they finish at 450 rather than 400, so 5 batting points to be had. Wade balls. This is defended once again by Rain.
Yeah, really trying to encourage a positive brand of cricket in terms of the scoring rate and not giving as many points for a draw. Definitely looking for teams to be pushing for the wins.
I think the 8 for a draw was Joe Root's idea, wasn't it? Because wasn't there a theory that teams deserved more for a draw because some draws were very hard-fought draws? This has come through and off the pad down the leg side, and then it changed, didn't it? When after COVID, I think they brought 8 for a draw in, and then it's lasted about 2 years, and they've reduced it back to 5 again. Now you got Ben Stokes as the skipper of England, and it's about attacking cricket. How easy is it for a team to just up the tempo though. If you haven't been playing characteristically like that, how easy is it just to go into another gear?
I think it's all dependent on each player, how they want to be able to skin that.
Rain plays this up towards mid-on.
I think trying to encourage better batting pitches is going to allow that as well, and make it harder for the bowlers.
In the last 2 years, the tracks have been fairly flat, haven't they? And
They have, yeah. I think that's also had
fest last year, wasn't it?
Always also had to do with the ball, which we saw changed very persistently last year.
Wait, that's gone off to 0.1 for Rain. I actually contacted the chief exec, the chairman of Dukes, to ask him what had happened with the balls, and ended up on the phone with him for about 40 minutes, and he seemed to think that the supply line had been badly affected because the tanneries closed during COVID. And then it was a case of trying to get enough quality leather in the system after that. But you also need, with leather goods, once they're manufactured, particularly cricket balls, they need to be stored so they mature and harden. And there wasn't enough spare capacity in the system to allow the balls to be stored for long enough. Potts forward to this one from Waite.